Hi, my name's Jody White and I am doing a quick walk around video of my lovely 2001 Elddis HiLife GXS. So this is Elvis the Elddis. I absolutely love Elvis, but Elvis is currently up for sale on eBay and Gumtree, and price is $11,495 or very near offer. So Elvis is a Toyota Hiace based campervan. Elvis was a Elddis conversion from new, so not an aftermarket conversion like most of the stuff you'll see out there. This was built by Elddis, who are Britain's second biggest motorhome manufacturer, from Consett in the northeast. And as you can see, he's a high top, 2-berth, 4-seat belt campervan. And I've owned him for over a year. I'm actually a motorhome sales manager by trade. I took Elvis in part exchange and I loved him that much that I bought him, and I don't really want to sell him, but I've just taken that stealth camper over there in part exchange, so I think it's time for Elvis to find a new home. But I have been all over the country and abroad over the past year, and this is an absolutely bomb-proof, really well spec'd, well finished little camper van. So based on a 2001 Toyota Hiace, totally fantastic mechanicals, 2.5 non-turbo diesel, that's shared with the Hilux pickup truck. And for those of you who watch Top Gear, you might remember the episode where they tried to kill one of them and they put it in water, they dropped a tower block on it and carried on running. And this has got the same running gear as that, or very similar, same engine. Got full MOT, just been done, well, maybe a month ago now. I've just been away for a week as well and done about another 300 miles. It's fantastic. He's had full new suspension all the way round and new tyres all the way round as well, and just went straight through the MOT with no advisories. So excellent. I think these are much more reliable and much less rust prone than the VW T4, and I think they're better value as well. So looking around the outside, finished in white. I'll point out any snaggy bits. So the original Elddis graphics are a little bit flaky in places, so I was going to get the graphics company we use to make me some custom ones, and if I keep him I'll end up doing that, which is really good. Bodywork's very good. Grey plastic bumpers, faded slightly, you can black that up again. A couple of little tiny little stone chips on the bonnet, but nothing much. Cosmetic, the metal wiper arms there, a little bit rusty. You can replace them for about 20 quid. I never got around to doing it, or paint them. We've got a good cab spec for the time, so it's got electric windows, electrically adjustable wing mirrors, full GRP high top. I've got a bad back, I'm only 41, but I don't like pop tops. You don't have any storage, they're cold, whereas this has got loads of storage up there. It's a GRP one-piece high-top roof with opening windows, double glazed in it, fully insulated. I've been down to -6 in this and been toasty warm, and even off of mains hookup away wild camping, which I do a lot of. I've always been nice and warm, as it's a proper camper van from new. It's properly insulated, unlike the aftermarket conversions. It's got a wind-out Omni-Store awning, which works really well. Sealant looks a bit icky there, but it's been over sealed at some point, so it's totally watertight, and that's just sealant that's over the top of the original sealant, which is great. Walking around, so we've got a sliding door, we're going there in a minute. We've got 2 opening windows, which is really good, plus an opening skylight, plus 2 high up opening windows, so in the hot weather it's still nice and cool. Quite smart alloy wheels, they're original Toyota ones. You could recondition them. I was going to recondition these and paint them black, which would have cost 50 quid a wheel, but they're absolutely fine as they are. And I say 4 brand new decent quality tyres. Coming around the back, we've got a rear wash wipe and a tow bar, which is good because I would put my bikes on a bike rack on there. You can open up, it's a rear tailgate, which is better. Opening up the back end, you've got storage, so the leisure battery's in there. I keep my mains cable in there and my chair's on top. You can slide this bed forward, or seat forward, for more storage at the back. I've still got a lot of stuff in here because I've just been away in it, obviously, but you can see there, big wardrobe, loads of wardrobe space. And underneath there's a gas locker for 2 camping gas bottles. They're expensive then, but I will leave them in. Room for the awning winder handle down the side. All really nicely finished, all fully carpeted and panelled around. Again, stuff you don't see with the aftermarket conversions. You've also got curtains, and in places proper blinds and fly screens on the windows as well. Gas struts at the back work really well for holding the door up. onboard fresh and waste water tanks, proper ones, decent size, again unlike the aftermarket conversions. So pop your fresh water in there, then there's a wastewater tank for draining your sink into underneath. Cosmetic black panel there, another sliding opening window, vents for your three-way gas stroke mains electric stroke 12 volt for when you're driving fridge freezer. Mains hookup, it's got mains hookup, and the leisure battery's incredibly good in fairness to it. I've wild camped for ages in this and never run anywhere near down on battery power. So yeah, all good. Again, graphics a little bit flaky in places, but quite cheap to replace if you bothered. Opening up the driver's door, so we've got central lock-in lecky windows. It does have a modern Thatcham Category 1 alarm system, which does remote central lock-in as well, which is great. Power steering, very easy to drive. So it's a 2.5 non-turbo diesel. I work out my fuel economy tank to tank, and I average between 30 and 35 mile per gallon depending on how I drive, which is great. That's as good as a modern new VW camper will do today. Swivel passenger seat, these are really comfy, showing some slight signs of, no, that's wear. Every HiLife I've ever seen's gone a bit like that, but still in very, very good condition in fairness to it, and really comfy. I am 6 foot and I can comfortably drive. It's done 126,000 miles. These, as a Hilux or even the High Aces, will do huge mileages in fairness to it, and I would happily jump into this van and drive it anywhere today. It's got loads of service history. Previous owners were a lovely local couple, an older couple, and they had it for years, and they went off into Europe in it as well. It's a load of service history, 2.5 or 3 sets of keys, really good. Recently had a Pioneer Bluetooth DAB stereo system with hands-free for the phone on there. Elvis will sit happily at 70 to 75. I think 60 to 65 though keeps it a bit quieter on the cruising speed. Big central storage, pull out bit there. Ooh, must remember to take my tenner out of it. 12 volt for your phone charging, or your heater and fan controls, heated rear windscreen, glove box over there. That's all in really, really nice condition, and so drives absolutely spot on. So that's it on the outside. No structural rust whatsoever. There's a couple of scabs on the loose metal underneath of there. That's where water sits from that rubber bit there. One tiny little scab back there, in fairness to it. If you pay the 11,495, I might throw it over the body shop we use and get them bits sorted out for you if you like. Depending on how quick you want to pick it up anyway. So coming around to the back, or into the side even. So it's a really spacious van, only 4.9 metres, 4.8 metres, same size as a T4, and it's got a level of fit and finish which I find is much better than the aftermarket conversions. The one I'm changing to over there's got an aftermarket conversion, and this is actually much nicer inside, and storage is amazing. So we've got, to do the bed, this is the other thing I like about this van, it's not a rock and roll bed, it's a what they call an RIB bed, or an RIB style bed, which are better. So you pull that bar out, the seat will slide forward. You can leave it forward all the time for more storage in the back if you want. Pull this lever, the base comes out to there, pull another lever and the backrest drops in, and you've got a good size, I'm 6 foot, so 6 foot double bed. I use a sleeping bag, I carry a mattress topper, an additional duvet, and I sleep better in this than I do in my house. It's really good. Storage is great. So we've got big storage under there. It's got a little electric heater. I can leave that in with it if you want, but that's really big, that storage. You probably can't quite tell from here. There's 2 proper 3-point factory fitted crash tested seat belts to the rear. Van is HPI clear, no finance, not been stolen, written off, crashed, anything like that. Full side kitchen. Previous owners put in an extra storage box there, which is really good. I keep my fresh water bottles and squash and stuff in there. And we've got a full side kitchen with lots and lots of storage. So open up some of these. We've got a big deep storage one there. That's much deeper than it looks. I keep my clothes in there. Sink and drainer. So there's no water heater, but I just boil a kettle if I need hot water. But a good sized draining board, decent sized sink. Then cooking facilities are really good for a camper. So we've got a 2-burner gas hob, which comes up there, and underneath of that is a grill. So we've got a grill there, that all works brilliantly. Underneath is the fridge, which is for the beer at the moment. So yeah, good size fridge freezer, so that'll run off mains hookup when you're hooked up, gas when you're not hooked up, and it runs off the engine from 12 volt while you're driving. Freezer compartment in there, that's all in really good condition as well. Loads and loads of storage, so original cutlery tray, loads of storage there, even more down here, which is really good. In there is a porta potty, a little chemical toilet. I've never used that, but it's nice to have it there just in case. That was the wardrobe we saw from the outside. Do ignore my other phone, I'm just at work. Up here we've got a Zig control panel. So we've got, you can run off the engine battery or the vehicle battery, water pump on off switch for your water pump, lights controllers, fuses, and a fresh water tank level gauge as well. That works really well. Battery condition gauge. Plug socket wise, there's two main sockets, one there and one there. It's got Carver P4 original factory fitted gas powered blown air heating, so that runs off the gas in your camping gas bottles. When I bought the van, it worked absolutely fine. It's a bit intermittent now. It keeps on saying it's got a block in the vent pipe. To be honest, I've never bothered getting it looked at because I tend to go campsites when it's really cold anyway, so I use my little plug-in electric one, and I was going to get a diesel powered system fitted, which you can get done at a reasonable price, and they are way more economical to run than the gas powered ones. So it wasn't worth me bothering getting anybody to look at that. But if you want to get a fitter to have a look at it, they might be able to figure it out. But they are obsolete, the old Carvers. It's a company that reconditions them, but by the time you've taken it out, sent it off, if it does need work, you can get a diesel heater fitted for not much more anyway, which runs off the diesel in your fuel tank. But 9 months of the year you don't need it, and the 3 months of the year that you do, I just go on a campsite. It's easier when it's really cold. So ventilation, so 2 opening windows downstairs, 2 double glazed opening windows upstairs, all with blinds and fly screens. Big storage. So I've got my silver insulating screens around the cab stuffed in up there, so they go all the way around there, keep it warmer and stop condensation. I'll let them go with the van. Loads of high level shelving space. That's a big shelf that goes deep as well. Opening skylight up the top. You don't get any of this with the aftermarket ones. These are just better. We've got a carbon monoxide alarm. That's where I keep my bed in up there. That's really deep as well. So that's got a duvet, a mattress topper, and a second duvet in it as well. And yeah, that's about her really. So you got blinds and fly screens on that window as well as the curtains. Lots of lights. There's another light behind there as well. Yeah, excellent thing. Well, I think it's an excellent thing. I would say that because I'm selling it, but I think Elvis is a lovely van, in fairness to it, and I love him very deeply. So this is it, Elvis the Elddis, an Elddis HiLife GXX 2001 with a full MOT. New suspension, new tyres, just past the MOT with no advisories from quite a picky MOT test station as well. One that we use for work, and we prefer them to find faults if they're there. Lots of nice little hangy bits as well. Yeah, that's about all there is really. So if you're interested, give us a call, 07807029244. So that's Jody, 07807029244. You can email me, nagsheadwarrior@googlemail.com. I'm based in Newton Abbot, South Devon. This is March 2023. If you're seeing this video in a while, ask me, it might still be for sale, it might not. Available for viewings at work at my motorhome dealership during the day, or I'll take him home even at the evenings, and you can view in Maidham Coombe just outside of Torquay. Okay, thank you for your time. Cheers, bye bye.